Hi everyone. I'm going to read you today Wet Dog, and it's by Elise Broach, and it's published by Scholastic Books. Let's see what gets into this book. He was a good old dog and a hot old dog as he lay in the noonday sun, and he dozed and he drowsed in the beating down sun with his long pink tongue hanging out. Well, that's too hot dog in the too hot sun. Just had to cool off somehow. So he heaved to his feet and he sniffed the air and he trotted off down the road. Pat, 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 pat. See him sitting on there? He looks like he's hot, doesn't he? See what he does. And that's when he saw a man washing a car, a long, black, shiny black car. Old Dog stepped in the soft, cool stream till the wet soaked through to his skin. Then he shook and he shook with a happy dog smile, wagging his happy dog tail. Shake, shaky, shake, shaky, shake. Wet dog, cried the man with the shiny black car. Shoo, go on now, shoo. See, he's playing in the water. The man's telling him to shoo. Don't think the man wanted the dog there. Wet Dog smiled his sorry dog smile and wagged his sorry dog tail. Then he flapped his ears and he sniffed the air and he trotted off down the road. Pat-a-pat, pat-a-pat, pat. And that's when he saw a lady washing some pans, some pile high, sticky high pans. So he's walking down the road. And then you can see him, he's looking at the lady's dishwasher and dishes, huh? Wet Dog stepped in the splash and the suds till the cool flowed down his fur. Then he shook and he shook with a happy dog smile, wagging his happy dog tail. Shaky shake, shaky shake, shake. Wet Dog, cried the lady with the sticky high pans. Shoo, go on now, shoo. See, he got in the dishes, didn't he? She's telling him to shoo then. Wet Dog smiled his sorry dog smile and wagged his sorry dog tail. Then he flapped his ears and he sniffed the air and he trotted off down the road. Pat-a-pat, pat-a-pat, pat. And that's when he saw a lady spraying some blooms, some pale pink petal pink blooms. See him? He's walking down the road. He sees the lady with the blooms. Wet Dog stepped in the sparkling spray and the soft mist cooled his face. Then he shook and he shook with a happy dog smile, wagging his happy dog tail. Shaky shake, shaky shake, shake. Wet Dog, cried the lady with the petal pink blooms. Shoo, go on now, shoo. See, he's in the water there, and now the lady is telling him to shoo. I think he's going to find some place to swim or get some coolness. Let's find out. Wet Dog smiled his sorry dog smile and wagged his sorry dog tail. Then he flapped his ears and he sniffed the air and he trotted off down the road. Pat-a-tap, tap, tap, pat, pat. And that's when he saw some men playing a song, singing loud, dancing loud song. Wet Dog stood by the side of the creek, feeling the music rise. See, he's going down the street and he sees somebody playing music. Interesting. They're playing music near the pond. Then he danced right into the trickle and the muck with his big soft paws sinking in. And he shook with a happy dog smile, wagging his happy dog tail. Shaky shake, shaky shake, shake. Wet Dog, cried the man with the dancing loud song. Shoo, go on now, shoo. He's playing in the mud. The guy, mud all over them. They're telling him to go ahead, get out of here. Let's see what else happens. Wet Dog smiled his sorry dog smile and wagged his sorry dog tail. Then he flapped his ears and he sniffed the air and he trotted off down the road. Pat-a-pat, pat-a-pat, pat. That's when he came to a lake. He's walking down the road. He's finally found the lake, didn't he? Let's see what happens when he goes to the lake. Now there by the shore in the beating down sun were people in the fine fancy clothes. There were ladies in curls, men in bow ties, babies in soft flouncy hats. Wet Dog stood by the lake and he looked at the crowd in the too hot sun. See him? He's down at the lake, isn't he? Everybody's celebrating something by the lake. Then he stepped right into the shimmering pool of the too cool lake. He splished and he splashed in the rippling waves and he bounced back onto the shore. He was wet to the bone, so he shook and he shook. Shaky shake, shaky shake, shake. Wet dog, cried the people in their fine fancy clothes. Shoo, go on now, shoo. See, he was in the lake getting swimming, and they're telling him to shoo because he's shaking off in front of them, huh? But Wet Dog shook with his ears flying fast and his wet furry spray spraying. And the baby just laughed. He was fine, fancy baby in too hot clothes, with the water fresh on her face. She laughed, and clapping her hands, the Wet Dog ran in the air. See, he found a baby, and she's really enjoying him doing that. She didn't tell him to shoot. More, cried the baby, arms open wide. More dog, more dog, more. Then the people laughed too. See the little baby? She's wanting more. Look at everybody's laughing. They're not telling him to shoot. And they danced and they dove and they splashed and they strode into the blue, cool water. I think everybody's going into the water. I think everybody was hot. Well, they splashed and they danced, how they splashed and they danced, as the sun slid slow in the sky, and they patted the Wet Dog from his ears to his tail. Look at everybody having fun playing in the water. See the dog? Baby likes the dog, huh? Hooray, Wet Dog, hooray. The end. Hope you enjoyed the book. Talk to you later. Bye.